I'm very happy to have this opportunity to share a little bit about Universiti Malaya. So I'll just start. In any case, the technology office is on the second half of the slides. For those of you who have not had an introduction to Universiti Malaya, we are the oldest university in Malaysia. We originated as a spin-off from the King Edward College and National University of Singapore, and we actually arrived in Kuala Lumpur in 1962 from our original parents in Singapore, which was first formed in 1905. So we have a more than 100-year history. A little bit on we are a very big comprehensive university, so we have a lot of staff, about 9,000 staff, 24,000 students, and we are a research university, so we have more than 50% of our students are postgraduates. So that makes us a very much a hotbed for research in Malaysia. Okay, we also have the first teaching hospital in Malaysia, and soon we will have a research biomedical cluster park. And here's just a vision of what the research park health metropolis will look like in the near future. In terms of research, Universiti Malaya has focused around outcomes rather than on specific technology clusters, and we have clustered our research into a focus on several research challenges. And one of the research challenges which you'll see in Hall 6 that we're exhibiting today on eco-resilient cities. And this is a cross-cutting cluster. And the idea of the research challenges of Universiti Malaya is that we no longer focus on single technology or single sector clusters, but we look at clusters which are transboundary. For instance, in eco-resilient cities, we look all the way from architecture to smart homes to social issues of eco-resilient cities, the economics, and so on. So all the clusters that are shown here, including sustainable resources and technologies, are clusters which then focus across the different domains and expertise. Who am I? I'm director of UMCIC, the Tech Transfer Office, to put it very simply. We manage the university intellectual property. We manage incubators, technology licensing, commercialization, and business development. And that's the reason why we're here today, is really to present opportunities for partners to come in with us to see how you can best bring R&D from our university into the industrial domain through partnership programs, licensing, or other means. This was our first commercialized very sustainable technology way back in the 70s when our first IP, in fact, that was put to commercial use, and it went on to have a very big social impact. So social impact is something that we are also very focused on, and if you go to our booth in Hall 6, you'll see that a section of the booth is dedicated to a group called Cares, and that is our community engagement center, which focuses on bringing solutions to the community through volunteerism, both from staff and students. And today they focus on, of course, in the exhibition, they focus on some of the eco-sustainable work that they do with the community. So, as I said, UMCIC, we focus on the whole pipeline of getting research all the way up into commercialization. And we are a one-stop center, more or less the Universiti Malaya Industry Liaison Office as well. And so we're looking at being able to partner and in licensing, in IP acquisition, in contract research or joint ventures. We are the person to contact. We'll be able to put you with the right partners with the university or with the right centers in the university. We manage, of course, our growing intellectual property portfolio. is a research university who has had generous funding in research in the last 5 years. As such, we have built quite a strong IP portfolio, more than 700 patents filed, and a substantial amount of this are in the space of green technology. We also develop products based on our technology, and some of these have been licensed. And this is just a very small snapshot of some of the technologies that have gone to market, and some of these are eco-friendly products, and others are in other domains, in healthcare, in engineering, and so on. Another method of us putting out our technologies into the environment, into the industrial environment, is in the generation of spin-off companies. So spin-off companies is actually another vehicle that allows our researchers to bring their own products into the market or into the marketplace, or their own expertise in the marketplace through their own personal involvement in spin-off companies. And we support this through a Technopreneur program. And we also encourage partners to come and talk to researchers who are interested in spinning off. And under the Technopreneur program, we do provide small starter grants, as well as seed fund in order and business facilitation in order for them to start their businesses. And in this space also, we have several companies which are in the green tech space. For instance, this last year, actually, Global Insignia was here. And they do solar PV research as well as clean power research. We have biofuel companies in Jarostech, MyEasyFuel, and we have other companies like Oleforma, which produces products based on sustainable resources. So plenty of opportunities again. So spin-offs are another method that we open to the public to partner with us because spin-off companies also form joint ventures, and most of these companies now have joint venture projects. And this sometimes we feel is an easier way for companies to come and get involved with our research. It is a B2B arrangement, and sometimes that has actually accelerated some of the relationships. So again, it is a pipeline, a partnership with a university spin-off creates a pipeline of products which enables you to still access high-impact research from the university without actually dealing directly with the university. So as an example of a partnership with industry, we also present some matching grants to develop industry-ready prototypes. Sometimes we also realize that our products are not necessarily products which are ready for market, and hence, or customized for market, and hence we also provide some matching grants. For instance, in this case, and you'll see this product again in Hall 6, and you'll see also the prototype on campus. This is a working prototype lighting up an exercise space on campus. It's a 24-hour, it's a 24-hour light system, a hybrid system. And we built 2 prototypes, and we have 3 more prototypes three more demonstration models. I wouldn't say they're prototypes, they're actually industry-ready models for use across campus. And of course, finally, we manage the Universiti Malaya incubators, and this is our new incubator coming up. Again, we have allocated a floor of our incubator for green tech, and we look forward to some partners coming on board as well during that. So before I just round up with the technologies that we have on display, I also like to introduce the research centers that we have, which have national recognition as national centers of excellence. And here's UMPDEC, Universiti Malaya Power Energy Dedicated Advanced Center. Like I said, they do power electronics and drives, including energy efficient systems. So they go for they go for zero energy design. They do solar PV work, and they work closely with physics and engineering departments. And they actually, I think, exhibited last year in IGEM. So they are national, high COE denotes a high impact center of excellence, which is awarded by the government, not internal. Another national high impact center is the Photonics Research Center in UMPRCUM. Again, they're looking at materials, green materials, as well as precision equipment. They are working really on the photonic space. And again, they are a nationally recognized high impact center. Another one which has, of course, worked on sustainable issues, as their name suggests, Institute of Ocean and Earth Sciences just recently, last week, awarded the National High Impact Center of Excellence by the Ministry as well, works on sustainable issues on coastal and marine environments. Then this is NanoCat on the short list of being a national high COE, nanocatalysis, nanomaterials, nanocomposites, and again, all sustainable smart materials. So a lot of the nanocomposites are made from green materials as well. And of course, TIDREC is another Center of Excellence on disease, and another Center of Excellence in the green space is a Center for Research in Biotechnology for Agriculture. So we have no dearth really. Each center achieves this mark due to their excellence in research and their partnership also with industry. So finally, just to wrap up, I'll just introduce a little bit on the 8 technologies that we are exhibiting today. This is the tip of the iceberg, I say, so we do encourage people to contact us to look and to also contact us to be able to have a more in-depth view of all these technologies. Don't worry about the words. This is a replica of the book that you can get if you visit our counter. And it has all the information, all these technologies in there. So if you do want all this information, you may be able to get it at you will get it at a counter in Hall 6. First technology, actually, my researcher is here, Dr. Raymond Uy, heat to light converter. Again, this is in the renewable technologies space where he's able to convert thermal energy from heat source. Well, it's all to do with phantom energy, is it, Dr. Raymond Uy? Yes, in the realm of physics, this is cutting edge physics, and really it's an opportunity again for those who are interested in very new approaches, frontier approaches to creating energy. Do look us up here. This is another eco-friendly technology for Intumescent fire protective coating. And this is a structural fire protective coating based on sustainable material. The first prototype is made from eggshells and has potential for use in all sorts of industry. It's weather resistant. It has had its test already. It has got certification from fire department, and it is very easy to produce, cost efficient, and very resistant to weather exposure. So it's for external coatings, and again, the use of sustainable materials means that this is a waste to wealth product, which we're very keen for it to go to market very soon. Wind solar rain harvester. So this inventor as well is with us throughout the exhibition. I think some of the team is here, probably. Team, maybe. In any case, they are down in Hall 6. So this is a prototype that we've already built. As I said, a working model that we've already built. And this is a combination of wind, solar, rain harvester, which is very efficient for harvesting. As you know, solar lights, if ever you have one in your garden, it doesn't last the whole night unless you have a super big battery and a super big panel. So the invention has combined as a hybrid both wind and solar to maximize the ability to generate electricity for the whole night. So it's very suitable for coastal areas where there's high wind, hill areas and so on, and so suitable for resorts as well as for us. We also target for interior villages and so on. So come and see the model, the real model on campus. We will have 5 by the end of the year. Wind energy exhaust energy recovery system. This is another technology based on unused source of energy which we generate as waste energy. So this is actually waste to wealth. This is harvesting the waste air that comes from cooling towers, and this is really a wind turbine that harvests energy from the waste air from turbine systems. So we're not just restricted to energy. There are also very many groups working on green building materials, and the next 2 are both from the same inventor or the same developer who has developed protective films for both anti-scratch properties, which are made from bio-friendly materials, and also for agriculture applications, which not only have sustainable source of manufacture, but also have antivirus properties as well as anti-drip properties, which prevents pathogens from getting into the system. I think the last 2, this is again a very neat and simple idea that has manifested in something that could have maybe a major impact on disease control, especially in light of the kind of outbreaks we have. This is a very low-cost, disposable, biodegradable coverall kit. You can just open it up, throw it away, put it, bury it, and not have to worry again about what will happen to it in 100 years' time. But certainly what is attractive about it is that it means that doctors or healthcare workers in frontier areas will not have to derobe and to put on a coverall. It's very cheap to manufacture, and it serves the very important purpose of protecting the wearer from infectious disease. Finally, we are also exhibiting some new material which are more environmentally friendly and an improvement on processes which are already in the market. So this is the ability to electroplate using a new patented method using MSA instead of the normal additives, and basically the inclusion of this system is more stable and less environmentally damaging as the currently used systems. So that's it. That's a real quick run through. I'm not sure what my time is like. Oh, I have a lot of time. Oh, okay. That is just actually a snapshot of what we have in UM, and I'd love to take questions, you know. So I thought I really planned it for 20 minutes. And as I said, we are in Hall 6 exhibiting just 6. We are also exhibiting our research opportunities in Sustainable Science Cluster. And the Sustainable Science Cluster is another cluster which umbrellas the research program across campus. As I said, we do not just concentrate on technology alone. We also provide legal research. We provide business consultancy. We provide economic reviews and consultancy as well as the full suite of technology providers and services. So as far as services are concerned, we also are heavily promoting our services laboratories like a metrology lab for engineering. And in the near future, we'll be having labs for oil and gas and other testing facilities as well. So, it's about getting to know Universiti Malaya and taking advantage of its location in the middle of KL. So for international partners, certainly we feel that, we offer some advantages in collaboration. We also have a wide network of collaboration, both in local partnership as well as in international arena. So again, we look forward to partnering in the green space, which is one of our big eco challenges, grand challenges in our research program. This also means that we are interested in looking at co-partnering in partners who would like to co-develop products with us, who would like to go into training programs with us in this space. And so we look forward again also to seeing you in UM and at our booth in booth 6. So booth 6 is all the way down to the other end, all the way across to the other side. We are near Dream Edge, we're near Mercedes, so it's a nice booth, nice hall to visit. So people who are in Hall 1, I'm not sure whether they even know there's Hall 6 right at the end of the area. Okay, so I'll stop here for now and invite any questions from the floor, if there are any.
So we are dealing with district cooling system, and I just want to question: is any of the UM building has certification like GBI, Green Building Index, or any awards for achieving some, green excellence, things like that? Thank you.
Okay. Well, I have to say that we are a very old university, and unfortunately, a lot of our buildings were built in the 60s. So it's something that we're very interested in retrofitting old buildings to attain GBI, because that's not something that is very much looked into. And because most of our buildings are considered as historical buildings, we're not able to simply pull them down and build a new GBI building. So it is an area that we're interested in. However, our new buildings that are coming out will be, there are 2 new buildings coming up which will be aiming for GBI certification. One is the incubator that I showed you, which will in fact be fully certified under the new Malaysian standards for Green Building Index, and that's a building built with collaboration with JKR. So JKR are building it from scratch to comply to the new standards. So that will be almost a signature building for the Malaysian standards for GBI. So it will be ready in August of next year. But current buildings, there's no buildings which is fully certified because of our old old status. But they're the smart office that we are putting up. They're small pockets of. So the current development program is looking at how to green the campus, and that's a big project for us. The Eco Green Campus. It's starting in a small way, but the buildings are our toughest problem actually because of the age and when it was built. I think the 60s probably is one of the worst culprits in terms of non-eco buildings, yeah, so to speak.